Kamala Harris.
Yep.
Oh my God, did you see Joe Biden brought her flowers for her birthday? It was really cute.
Very sweet. Very sweet.
Can't really picture Trump doing that for Pence. I brought you a little news. Just a little warning for you. Happy birthday.
Trump would walk in with like a cactus. I don't know what this is. It's a little prickly. I don't think you need to water it. Have a good day.
Exactly. Okay, so she was talking about voting rights, which failed. Alex Padilla, our senator out here in California, called for an end to the filibuster. He said it's time to get around these old rules. Dan, I do not get it, what the obsession is with keeping the filibuster. It's like a rule. They've already changed it a million times, and you know Mitch McConnell's going to blow it up when they're back in power.
100%. We don't fight the way we need to fight. We've established this over and over and over. And this isn't even just about messaging at this point. Like, stop playing nice. You're not breaking any laws. You're not going against the Constitution. Do what you need to do to save the democracy. We're a year into this.
Right. Well, I mean, and the other thing is, God, it just kills me that Trump, I was just thinking the other day, Dana, he has cheated at everything in his entire life. And he has made this entire party into all they do is cheat, is figure out how can we, I was looking at this new Texas map. So this has made two black leaders in Congress face off against each other with all this, I don't know, what is it? Is it redistricting? The new map that they've done.
Yeah, it's horrifying. Yeah,
right.
It's like a Rorschach test.
Yeah, Sheila Jackson Lee and Al Green will have to run against each other, two black lawmakers. And she said there's absolutely no response. This was purposeful racial gerrymandering, which is very shameful in 2021. I'm stunned. We are hurt, but we are not giving up. Yeah, so there's these new redrawn maps that very specifically, Dana, target African Americans. And it's just... They find new and different ways to cheat in every state. I swear to God, right? This creates two new districts, makes several less competitive for Republican lawmakers. So those would be easy wins. The proposal does not create any additional districts where black or Hispanic voters make up a majority, even as people of color accounted for more than 9 of 10 new residents in Texas over the past decade. One lawmaker said this is meant to isolate communities of color. I mean, it is. What did one judge say? It is laser focused on hurting people of all of these voting laws.
We need someone to run against Abbott that can beat him, and that will be a statewide race. It won't matter the districts. We need a governor in there that is Democrat. That's it.
Right. Yes, exactly. Michael in Oakland, who I was very mean to last week, and I'll try to be nicer. Hi, Michael.
Very nice. Where was I?
That's okay. That's okay. So the Democrats and the January 6th committee needs to realize that Bannon and several others are probably several others, but for sure Bannon, are never going to testify no matter what the courts say, because they want to be seen as martyrs.
Right.
So that's just...
Yeah, you get the sense he's enjoying this, right?
Oh, absolutely. Are you kidding? He's getting more attention than he's ever gotten. Yeah. I mean, if you remember during the Clinton impeachment, Susan McDougal, a minor player.
I know. We had her on the show, Michael. Yes, 18 months she sat in jail.
Hey, you think Bannon wouldn't revel in the idea of being locked up?
Yeah.
So what they need to do, I'm sorry, they need to invoke inherent contempt, lock his seditious rear end under the Congress, bring him before the bar.
Okay, but Michael, you can't,
else.
As our legal experts have told us, you can't do both at the same time. I understand going to the DOJ first.
Okay, then.
Right.
I don't think I'm not aware, honestly, of any legal requirement that says they have to shadow box in the courts for months before they do inherent contempt. If they can,
right. I agree with you. We need to use every tool, but my point is they're just voting today to send it to the DOJ, and this is going faster than I expected. What about you?
Well, no. Okay, maybe, perhaps, okay? But now once it hits the courts, now you're into a flat spin of timing. Oh, I need a continuance. I got to file a different brief. There's this point. There's that point. Trust me, I'm a lawyer, okay? One of the things that lawyers do is figure out ways to delay, the bad part of whatever's coming at them, okay?
Yeah.
This guy's got money for lawyers. And although the right wing has some really twisted, terrible lawyers, like the ones that have been fighting all these loser election cases, they also have some pretty clever ones too, to be honest. Okay?
Yeah.
And a lot of this delay stuff isn't that hard. By the way, that's why, they should, I mean, there's a whole reason why they should have been starting this a long time ago, and apparently they couldn't. I get all of that. They wanted to put up the appearance, right, of having this bipartisan commission. They should have known that wasn't going to happen in 1,000 years, okay?
Yeah.
And I'm sure they did know that, to be honest. But they're stuck now. And they after the
right. Well, we are
year,
where we are now. So, they're voting today, sending it to DOJ.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I assume, like I say, that, inherent contempt is I mean, I don't know. Dana, where are you on that? Because Bob Seska's like, look, they haven't used that since 18 whatever, inherent contempt. There is no jail in the wherever. Again, I think you have to wait till you get there, see what the DOJ does. Hopefully the DOJ will do its job. I don't know either what they're going to do.
I agree with that. I think there's a couple of things happening that have never happened in history, just like Biden saying that he's not going to hold, the records under privilege. I'm going to release those. That's not something that I think that's ever been done in our government. So there are things that are starting to happen that I'm still holding out hope that they're going to hold him responsible.
Yeah.
He was just saying, the caller was saying that he's getting so much attention. I wish they were literally showering him with attention, because it would be the first shower he's had in 6 months.
I mean, it's funny. AG, your podcast partner, and on Mueller, She Wrote, and Bob Seska tend to, kind of just caution patience, as impatient as we all are for justice, but also saying Democrats are the wrong targets. That's why I bit Michael's head off last week, because I don't want to go to the, Democrats are big pussies thing, because that's what, then we're just playing into their stereotypes.
And this is the thing. AG has talked about this. We've talked about this on the show. We've got one shot at this, period. This is happening very quickly. We didn't even think we were going to get the vote till Thanksgiving. So this is happening very quickly, and they're doing it right. If they miss one step, they're going to throw this case out. Period.
Yeah, you guys have made that point that you're going to have, Cosby, or you're going to have, Iran-Contra and what's his name? Oliver North. I mean, it's
Oliver North. Yeah. So I think that they are doing exactly what they need to. I think everyone is quite serious about this process. I think Schiff and Raskin and everyone else that's like working within all of these different facets of the investigation are doing what they need to do.
And we will ask Chairman Schiff about that on Tuesday after I read his book, Midnight in Washington. That Travis Bone is putting on my iPad right now before I get on the plane tomorrow.
You had a hard copy, but Mama's eyes are too old to read it.
Mama's eyes. It's too heavy, too, to travel with. I need it.
Why don't you just get a book on tape, for God's sake?
I'd be good. He is the smooth jazz congressman.
He reads the book. He
does
reads
read the
this book himself.
But they were going to charge you for that one.
Money? No. Okay. Yeah, I mean, this one, the think tank that employs John Eastman, the author of the coup memo, blah, 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 is furious that they're under fire for his continued employment and being punished for that offense. I'm sorry. If you employ someone that wrote a memo that was stupid enough to write down a coup about how to overthrow the government of the United States, like, I just I swear,
Sometimes
Dana.
the clue's in the name. It's in the name. That's why when people are like, the killer whale ate someone, I'm like, the clue is in the name. It's a coup memo. It's in the name.
Jill in Ohio. You're on with Dana. Hi, Jill.
Hi, guys. How are you?
Hi. Go ahead.
Dana, I don't know if you guys remember me, but you guys helped me out.
Of course.
With your tip jar.
Yes, you just bought it. You got a new house.
Yes.
Yes, and I'm in it, and the basement floods and all of that, but it's all mine, and I just wanted to send you guys a huge love and light and thanks to all of you guys' support. I couldn't have done it without you.
Aww.
Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome, honey. The Steph Head Army is mighty.
Yes, they are. Oh, and by the way, I'm a real veteran on my Bluetooth in my kitchen with my company, which is just the dog. So whoever that guy was fully, you know what.
Yes,
so
yes.
I'm a real veteran. And yeah, you get it. Yeah. Okay.
All right. Thank you, honey.
Anywho.
We love you. We love you
All
guys.
right.
We got you.
Love you guys too.
Gotcha. All right. Goodbye. Gary in Chicago, you're on with Dana. Hey, Gare. Welcome.
Hi, how's
Good.
everybody doing?
Good. Go ahead.
Hey, yeah, I'm getting back to Matt Gaetz. I think that what he should do, I feel really bad for him. He should go down and consult and discuss death threats with AOC and see how she handles them.
What a
So
whiner. He's like, oh, Madam Speaker,
Yeah.
really? Do you know how many people were trying to kill Nancy Pelosi on January 6th? It's like, oh, Madam Speaker,
Right.
someone's trying to kill me. It's like, please, we all get death threats. What a wiener.
Yeah.
What a whiny little wiener, right? By the way, speaking of death threats, CNN's Brian Stelter revealed that he and his family were sent disturbing messages by a man charged with threatening dozens of journalists for their reporting on the 2020 election. This is the whole thing about enemy of the people, fake news, right? A 35-year-old California man pled guilty for sending threatening messages to the family of a journalist. He also targeted other journalists and their families. Hakeem Jeffries, the congressman, ABC's George Stephanopoulos, and Stelter were all. But Stelter said he researched me and my family members online. He found our phone numbers. He found our addresses. He texted me. He said things got really creepy when Lemke texted him a picture of his father's tombstone.
Oh, God.
He said the harasser also texted him about his mother's house, implying he was there before moving on to other victims at CNN and elsewhere. Stelter said it's clear from the evidence this man was triggered over and over again by accurate news reports about Trump losing. You tell the truth, your family gets threats. I mean, it's, Dana, it always feels to me like a pot just reaching a boil.
Absolutely.
Right?
That is absolute insanity.